Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by thick forests and flowing rivers, there lived a kind-hearted princess named Lyra. Lyra was known for her curiosity and love for exploring the wonders of her kingdom. One evening, while reading in the castle library, she stumbled upon an old, dusty book. The book was filled with tales of mysterious places and magical creatures. As Lyra flipped through its yellowing pages, a particular story caught her eye. It was about a lake that only appeared under the full moon, hidden deep within the enchanted forest. The book said this lake held ancient secrets that could protect the kingdom from any danger. Lyra's heart raced with excitement. A magical lake that only appeared under the full moon. She had to see it for herself. It just so happened that the next night was a full moon. She made up her mind to go find the Moonlit Lake. The following evening, as the full moon began to rise, Lyra slipped out of the castle with her lantern and a map she had drawn from the book's descriptions. The enchanted forest was quiet, with only the rustling of leaves and the occasional hoot of an owl. Lyra's lantern cast a warm glow, guiding her along the winding paths. As she walked deeper into the forest, the trees grew taller and denser, their branches forming a canopy above that blocked out the moonlight. Suddenly, Lyra noticed a faint glow ahead. She quickened her pace, following the light. It led her to a clearing where the trees parted, revealing a shimmering lake that sparkled under the full moon's light. The water was so clear that it looked like liquid silver, reflecting the moon and stars above. This must be the moon. As Lyra approached the lake's edge, she noticed something moving in the water. A soft, melodic voice echoed across the lake. "Who dares to approach the Moonlit Lake?" Lyra looked around, her eyes wide. Then she saw a beautiful figure rising from the water. She had long silver hair, eyes that sparkled like stars, and a gown that flowed like water. She was the guardian of the lake. "I am Princess Lyra. I read about this lake in an old book and wanted to see it for myself." "You are brave to venture here, Princess Lyra. This lake holds many secrets. But tell me, why have you come?" Lyra explained how she had heard of the lake's ancient secrets and felt they could help protect her kingdom from a danger she had sensed but could not yet see. "The lake does hold ancient secrets, but they are only revealed to those pure of heart. You must listen closely, for the lake can only share its wisdom while the moon is high." The guardian waved her hand over the lake, and the water began to swirl and glow. A gentle breeze swept across the clearing, and a soft hum filled the air. Lyra watched in wonder as the water started to form shapes, creating images on its shimmering surface. She saw a great castle, much like her own, surrounded by a swirling mist. "Your kingdom is in danger, Princess Lyra. A dark cloud is approaching, one that brings with it a terrible storm. This storm will drain the land of its light and happiness. What can I do to stop it?" "The key to protecting your kingdom lies in the heart of the Moonlit Lake, a crystal hidden at the lake's center. This crystal has the power to repel darkness and restore light. But to retrieve it, you must pass a test of courage and kindness. I'll do whatever it takes to save my kingdom." "Very well. Enter the lake and let your heart guide you." Taking a deep breath, Lyra stepped into the lake. The water was cool and welcoming, glowing brighter with each step she took. As she reached the lake's center, a shimmering path appeared beneath her feet, leading her to a small island. On the island, Lyra found a pedestal with a glowing crystal, the heart of the Moonlit Lake. Just as she was about to reach for it, a dark shadow appeared, taking the shape of a fierce creature with glowing red eyes. "I am the keeper of darkness. If you want the crystal, you must face me. I will not let fear stop me from protecting my kingdom." The creature lunged at her, but Lyra did not flinch. Instead, she thought of all the people she loved, her family and friends, and how she wanted to keep them safe. She closed her eyes and whispered, "I believe in the power of light and kindness." Suddenly, a bright light emanated from Lyra's heart, surrounding her with a protective glow. The creature recoiled, hissing and vanishing into the shadows. Lyra reached out and touched the crystal. It felt warm in her hand, pulsing with a gentle heartbeat. As she held it, the lake around her shimmered even more brightly, and the guardian reappeared. "You have passed the test, Princess Lyra. Your courage and kindness have proven your worthiness. The heart of the Moonlit Lake is yours to protect your kingdom." With the crystal in her hand, Lyra made her way back to the castle. The moon was starting to set, and the first light of dawn peeked over the horizon. As she left the enchanted forest, she felt a sense of peace and accomplishment. Back at the castle, Lyra went straight to her father, King Alden, and told him everything that had happened. The king listened intently, his eyes widening with each word. He could sense the truth in Lyra's story and saw the glowing crystal in her hand. "We must use the crystal's power to protect our kingdom from the approaching storm."
You have done a great deed, Princess. We will place the heart of the Moonlit Lake in the castle's highest tower, where its light can shine across the land.
The king and Lyra placed the crystal in the highest tower, and as they did, its light spread throughout the kingdom. The sky, once darkened by the approaching storm, began to clear. The sun shone brightly, and the kingdom was filled with warmth and happiness once more. People came out of their homes, marveling at the sudden change in weather, unaware of the danger that had been averted. Lyra smiled as she saw the joy on everyone's faces. She knew that the heart of the Moonlit Lake would continue to protect the kingdom, as long as its light was cared for and respected. From that day forward, Lyra was known not just as a princess but as a guardian of light and hope. She would often visit the Moonlit Lake under each full moon, always finding comfort in its glowing waters and the kind eyes of its guardian. The legend of the Moonlit Lake spread, and people from far and wide came to see its beauty, knowing that it held the power to protect and inspire. Years passed, and Lyra grew into a wise and beloved queen. She never forgot the night she first discovered the Moonlit Lake and the ancient secrets it revealed. She often shared the tale with her children, teaching them the importance of courage, kindness, and the light that lies within every heart. The kingdom thrived under Lyra's rule, always bathed in the gentle glow of the heart of the Moonlit Lake. And on nights when the full moon rose high in the sky, the lake would appear, shimmering with the promise of magic and the knowledge that, no matter what, light would always find a way to overcome darkness. And so Princess Lyra and the Moonlit Lake lived on in the hearts and stories of the people, a timeless tale of bravery, love, and the magic that exists when we believe in the light.